Everyone, it is the Vibe Kage here. I have actually been awake since 3 a.m. thinking on how to make the fight that between Overhaul and Izuku. Like, how do we get to that? Besides, the media, obviously. Oh, I didn't mention it when he's did the message. He did write it on the inside of the wall of the train, but like he just flipped it around using his quirk, like rearranging the wall to invert it. So, yes, when the media get there, they see the blood. Well, the red stained message for Izuku to give Eri back, and yes, this actually is on the news right now. So, Eri goes into a little panic attack, and for unfortunate timing, this also causes her quirk to activate, like through trauma, and she starts rewinding people. Of course, like the energy coming off of her scared everyone. Inko's the first person to grab her and hug her, like trying to like stop her, which it's not working. Oh no, Inko, no! She's regressing. She's aging. She's aging backwards a lot, like a lot. She's turning into I'm gonna say like she was in her 30s, right? So just within a few seconds, she's already looking like she's 13, which like Eri can't stop. So, um, unfortunately, what was it? Like they're calling out for help. So I'll say Inko does let go, but only because Izuku like he used his wings to create a gust storm that separated Inko from Eri, and well, Izuku's trying to like calm down Eri, like telling her it's okay. She needs to stop. She needs to turn off her quirk, but like she not having it. Like she's like let's say a police officer like who was just around on like he runs up, he's saying move aside, I'll help. Like trying to grab the child, and he grabs Eri, and he also starts getting reverted back. He is reverted back to the age of 3, because I'm gonna say he was a young police officer. Eri just shaved 20 years of his life, which everyone's just like, what the fuck? So Izuku's just like, I'm sorry, Eri. And then he shocks her. I'm sorry, guys. I know y'all don't want Eri to be hurt, but he shocked her. Like, when he, like, placed a hand on, like, he rushed her, stuck out his hand, and a jolt of electricity, um, pretty much to stun Eri, which it was enough to like stop her quirk, because yeah, and Eri then just passes out, which Izuku like he's hugging her, and Miruko's like she checks on the police officer and on Inko, and Inko is now because remember she was still holding on, so I'm gonna just say Inko is now 7. Inko is now 7. Just a year and a half older than Eri, because yes. I wasn't gonna kill off Inko in this one. I didn't want to do that. I already killed off so many. Which, yes, it hurt me too, guys. Don't worry. I wasn't totally heartless, but the carnage I saw in my head was amazing. Anyway, back to the story. Aizawa comes in and he asks, what's going on? Like, Izuku explains. They see the message and they're like, oh no. And All Might seeing this, he's just like, young Midoriya, we have to talk. Like, now. Like, so Miruko's like watching over Eri, and so is Aizawa. Aizawa's there in case like her quirk activates. Aizawa's just gonna be like, boom, instant stare down, no more quirk. Which, yes, Yes, this is gonna be awkward as fuck because Inko is now younger than Izuku, but she's still the grandma. So really weird. No, well, and well, police officer. Lucky for him, um, he didn't have a girlfriend. So when his parents see him at the age of 3, they're just like, I mean, we wanted a grandkid, but not our. But having our son regress back a bit might be useful. At least he's toilet trained. You know, some humor, but they're also like, what the fuck just happened? So no, back to All Might and Izuku. All Might's just like, young Midoriya. Though I was hesitant at first, weighing out my options to see who could be my next successor. I believe fate has already chosen a path. And Midoriya, it seems that you will have to face, well, you won't have to face it alone, but the leader of the Yakuza is out for you. And he's going after Eri. Chances are he'll go after your mother as well, which I will not allow. So, young Midoriya, I ask you this. Like, he plucks out a hair, and he hands it to Izuku, and he tells him, like, if he eats this hair, he'll inherit one for all strength, and within Izuku, it will get even stronger and amplify the quirks he has now. Which Izuku's just like, yes, I need this power, like, because he still doesn't know about his grandparents yet, so there's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna do something like soon enough. Like, he gets the hair and he eats it, of course. It tastes disgusting. And then they get a call from like one of the police who just happened to know like Suguichi, and he called Suguichi, who called All Might, and All Might puts it on speakerphone, and he's saying the message that was left for Izuku. It was written in blood, which everyone's like, All Might and Izuku's just like, what? No. And Izuku's thinking, wait, what was that? What was the train? He hears the number, and he's just like, no. And like he doesn't, like, he's thinking worst case scenario, it was all of them, which he's right though. But he even says, I bet all 9 lives that I'm wrong, but please don't tell me that. And Suguichi's just like, he used all 5 of them. All 5. Both sets of grandparents and your father, Izuku. They were killed by Overhaul. Which it causes something to snap within Izuku. Because if you remember, I gave him 2 of his grandparents' quirks that were considered to be really, really high tier supernatural shit sometimes. Kathpog and the Bakaneko. I think I said it right again. Probably not. Don't matter. So anyway, those are, in a sense, demonic forms of cats sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes. And, of course, he still has the Sphinx and, what was it? The White Tiger, which, here's what's happening. Izuku, with the sudden shock of losing his grandparents, and, like, the only thing he has that connects him to them that's left that he feels like can like keeps them alive for him is the quirks that he inherited. All four of them are in one person for Izuku. So this One for All is still not fully digested, which very important that I have to say this because during this psyche break, two quirks awaken, like a mutation of the four quirks within Izuku. Two of them awaken. One was Cathpog, which, if you remember what I said, it was an aquatic cat, pretty much. So, how this happens is now Izuku, which, if y'all want to call out bullshit, feel free to, which it kind of is, but it kind of not. He now gains access to a transformation to pretty much be a Cathpog, like his grandmother, which she had some scales and gills. And her claws can become webbed whenever she wants them. And now Izuku has access to this. But it's more than that. Like, the scales cover his whole body. And they're not just, like, regular scales. They're, like, armored scale. Like, armadillo shell thick scale. Like, density of a turtle shell. But, like, thin as bonito flakes type shit. Like, no, like, he now gains an aquatic armored shell, which he can still breathe in air. So he doesn't have to have it on at all times. But he does get, like, he will get thirsty if he has it out in dry land, which is something I should say. And All Might is seeing this, like, happen before him, because that's not the only thing that's happening. The electricity that was once green, a bright green, darkens. Like, pretty much like, you know how Ukiyora's Ryatsu would look like? The dark, the black with the green outline? That's now how Izuku's lightning is, which this is a permanent shift, not one that can be switched back and forth because, like the desire to destroy and kill someone, like the adamant amount of bloodlust within Izuku is what caused these two quirks to awaken, because they're of a darker nature. So, yes. Which All Might is like, what the fuck? And here's another thing. He bulked up too, like a lot. Like his muscle increased, like his muscle density multiplied by 3, which All Might knows this is too fast for the One for All quirk. So he's just like, what's going on, Izuku? Are you? And Izuku's just like, his eyes are glowing red, by the way, which a new feature that I'm gonna add because Demon Cat, why not? And just because I want to, his ears that are dark green do turn permanent black, and his tail also becomes permanent black. His hair is still green, but his cat ears and tail have now shifted into a black color permanently. So, yes. Which All Might is like taking notice of this transformation that is like. Then he thinks, he's always like seen Izuku be calm, and he thinks back to like what happens when an animal gets angry. They like hiss, they get different. And All Might's just like, is he reacting like this? Like, is his quirk reacting to his anger? Like, I mean, I know I just gave him One for All, but like, is he getting stronger just because of his rage? Is his quirk evolving? Yes, in a sense, his quirk is semi-awakened because there is still 2 other aspects he needs to awake. One from the Sphinx and one from the White Tiger. Which, if you know their lore, you can understand how I'm going to set up their potential awakenings. Well, no, they're definite awakenings. It's just how I'm going to do it. Which, if you don't, you can pause the video and look it up. I will pause the video because I have to get a drink. So yeah, the next order of awakening will be the White Tiger and then the Sphinx, because I mean, I put a lot of fucking research into this, guys. So just just believe me when I say this double awakening is because what Izuku wants. A greedy desire, not a heroic desire. This is just a personal one, a personal motivation, that the response to power, if you will. So, it will need some fine tuning, but he does have two other, not, yes, two quirks to awaken, but not two other abilities. It's just when I get into the Sphinx and the White Tiger, we'll know. But right now, first, the awakening, which will be also augmented thanks to One for All, which, yes, it had to, because someone said, they go like, give him One for All so he can truly be the strongest Cat Quirk. And I'm like, I mean, that was kind of like the whole plan. I didn't really want Mirio to have it. I'm not going to have him lose his quirk either, so no. However, here is the fun thing that does change. When Izuku, like, after, like, he calms down, because I'll say Miriko, like, she was seeing like the house was starting to get wonky on electricity, so she saw Izuku like raging out, which she didn't know, but she didn't care. She just hugs Izuku, which she does get zapped and hurt a bit because electricity. And Izuku, once he feels like the warmth of Miriko and like a while of like just realizing that this scent is Miriko, he does calm down, which she almost passed out because the electricity that was going through her was pretty much the equivalent of being struck by lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt spam. So yes. So she is hurt, which Izuku is like, he's very sad about, but he didn't mean to. So Miriko, she's just like, she's never seen him angry, and she didn't like that. That wasn't Izuku. Like, seeing something so angry couldn't have been the gentle heart Izuku, which Miriko is the one who kind of sets him back into reality on this. Like, we haven't heard back from your like father and your grandparents, and it looks like Inka was turned into a kid, no, just a little bit older than Eri. Like, Izuku, we can't like lose you right now. Like, Miriko's just like, I can't lose you, Eri can't lose you, which Izuku is now being more like, he is railing in his like bloodlust, his rage that at Overhaul for taking his family, well, a fragment of his family, but like, he done fucked up though. Like, Overhaul done fucked up. We all know this. Overhaul don't know this though. So yes. And of course, like, Inko does wake up and she remembers everything, and she's just like, well then, I guess I get to be an adult again. And then she's just like, oh god, my job. Which, yeah, it's gonna be kind of weird to explain that, but no, pretty much what, once Nezu comes in with, like, I say it didn't take him long to come in because Eri is top priority for Nezu too, because that is a little ball of sunshine. So yes. Anyway, Izuku and Nezu, they're like talking. What? Okay, so looks like Eri's quirk gets to rewind, like, age people back, but even after she was like knocked out, like, they didn't turn back to normal. Which they're thinking, you don't think it's a permanent thing, do you? Which they're like, Okay, so Izuku, we now understand why the Yakuza boss is after you. You pretty much just took the. Sorry, phlegm. We pretty much know why the Yakuza boss is mad at you, Izuku. You pretty much just took his undo button for everything. And Izuku's just like, I can't wait to find him. Which, they're all like, huh? Izuku's just like, yeah, he called me out. I'm gonna find him. I'll fight him. And I will end him. Which, at this point, his eyes did glow red. Just a little bit. Which Nezu picked up on. Which, he's realizing, this Izuku, he definitely not the same one who applied just a while back ago. So, yes. That was a thing. Anyway. Time for class. Which, bear with me with this slight brief of the mundane, but it is what it is. So, here's the fun part. Inko, when Eri wakes up, she's just like, I guess I'm now more of a big sis than a grandma. Which she hugs Eri, saying she's not even mad at her. She's just like, she had a back problem anyway from being old. Like, because she fell down when she was young, and now that she's young again, she'll make sure not to fall. And now that she's roughly the same energy as Eri, they can, like, pretty much, like, Inko's just like, I'm gonna show you how to, like, how to do a childhood, pretty much. Which Eri, she's sad, like, she's sorry. Which here's the thing. Izuku, like, he just walks up to Eri, places a hand on her head, and he tells her, like, don't you worry, Eri. Like, you're part of our family now. Which Eri is just like, she starts crying a little bit more, and Izuku's just like, he wipes away her tears with his tail, which she sees it's black now, which she comments on, like, your tail changed color. And Izuku's just like, oh, yeah, I got a little bit stronger right now. Which Erin's just like, what? How? And Izuku's just like, that's simple. I just realized that I really, really want to protect you, my mom, and Miriko. So, I got stronger. And I will continue to get stronger until I capture Overhaul. And after that, I'm going to still get stronger, because I'll make sure that no one can ever do anything like that to anyone ever again. Which Eri, she hugs Izuku. And Izuku, like, in one of a rare moments, because I want it to be, like, he sticks out his wings to wrap around Eri too, which it gives a whole new sense of comfort towards her. Like, it was really strange. Like, yeah, like, having the tail wrapped around her made her comforted her, but, like, for some reason when the feathers were around her, it was like blanket of cloud, sunshine, and rainbows. That is how she would explain it, because she is a child. Alright then. So yes. Which Izuku's just like, don't worry, Eri. Me and Miriko will make sure to kick any bad guy's butt. Which Miriko's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna kick all their asses. Which Eri's just like, asses? And Izuku's just like, you're already corrupting our child. Which Miriko's just like, our? And Miriko like, I mean, you just said that a couple minutes ago. Which Miriko does blush, because she realizes, I kind of did, didn't I? So, yeah. Which, of course, it's time for the quirk application test. And, because everyone's in class. So, that pretty much goes as normal. Except for Aizawa, when he sees Izuku. He's just like, huh. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love cats, and seeing that I have a cat student kinda put him at an early advantage of, like, favorite student. All of you must now try hard to win my approval. Which everyone's just like, wait, what? He's saying, yes. In fact, the person who scores last on this quirk application test, they'll be kicked out of UA. And they're all looking at Izuku like angrily, except for Tokoyami, because he's just like, this is hilarious. And Mirko's also not looking at him angrily. But yeah, everyone's just like, ooh, okay, we gotta figure out how to get rid of Catboy, because he not the friend, he the enemy right now. Which it'll change real quick, because here's the fun part. Just enough time has passed where One for All has digested, and I'll say when they're changing, Izuku became aware of it. Like, how can I explain it? Since, like, he's used to, like, outputting electricity, he was able to feel, like, the sudden surge of power that was One for All, which, it caused a blackout in, like, a quarter of the school, because One for All got his electricity quirk and short-circuited everything. The funny part was, even Kaminari, like, when he walked by, boom, his electricity was stolen, which everyone's just like, Izuku, what did you do? And he's just like, I don't know. And everyone's just laughing at Kaminari because he's just like, yeah. You know, todo pendejo. All stupid. I just said he was stupid in Spanish. Anyway, yes, Izuku pretty much just like, that was new. Like, and he feels like his whole body is like weirdly filled with a lot more power. Like, he can sense all the energy that is One for All inside of him bubbling and boiling, because it's reacting, because I'm gonna say never has One for All ever had to merge with a awakened quirk. So yes, that was a fun twist I thought of for this what if. So yes, Izuku will awaken the 4 aspects of his quirk while having One for All. So yes, technically he awakened them while he did have it. It was just while it wasn't digested. So yes, so Izuku's just like, I guess my like this is when All Might even talks about, like, I gave the kid One for All. I didn't think this would happen. Like, they referenced how yesterday his quirks seemed to get stronger after a certain news, like something he saw in the news, which everyone was curious. But then they read Izuku Midoriya on the news too, so they know, like, train crash, Izuku Midoriya, someone called it Eri, which, because it was on the news, they're gonna have to know about Eri. So that's the next thing where I'm about to get into Nezu. Because here's the thing, I'm gonna just say, well, yes, they did do their ball throw. It was also before orientation. Orientation was mandatory for class 1A, 1B, and yeah, pretty much those two in general right now. Because Nezu, he's offering them the chance to go in with the dorms. And then he explains why, with Izuku, Eri, and all the things that had happened with Overhaul. And that, like, before Nezu could, like, say that the heroes are gonna fight Overhaul, Izuku stands up and saying, yes, and then when the heroes find him, I will fight him. Almost bit my tongue. I will fight him. And not only that, I will crush him. And then he cracks his knuckles. And then he's saying, I will make sure that Eri won't, like, she doesn't have another Night Terror. Which everyone's just like, can we see this Eri person that's going to cause, like, a lot of problems, apparently? Which Ida says she'll cause a lot of problems, which, Ooh. It caused Izuku's eyes to glow red. Like, black electricity was already starting to come off of Izuku, and his claws came out, and, like, Ida's just like, oh shit. I take back what I said, I take back what I said, I take back what I... And then, too late. Izuku's already, like, right there. Elbow in the gut. You know, like how Goku treated Raccoon when he got to Planet Namek. Just like, yeah. Back to the story. Sorry for pausing it. I had to go get my food. Because chicken. Yes. Anyway, Izuku, like, after he one-shots Ida, because I want him to, Aizawa just pretty much throws up a yarn ball, which Izuku sees, and his eyes just like, yes. He jumps up, like, he sprouts his wings and flies up, grabs the ball of yarn, and then he starts playing with it while flying up in the air. Which, here's the thing that surprised Izuku. He doesn't have to flap his wings to fly right now. Which surprised him. He's just like, oh, that's new. And then he's thinking maybe his Phoenix quirk is not Phoenix, his Sphinx quirks is evolving. Ugh. Fuck. But no. All Might, like, he's just like, this feeling. Like, he senses Nana Shimura coming from Izuku. He's just like, Master's quirk. No, this can't be. Which, yes, I'm giving Izuku float. Which, I'm also giving him access to Black Whip early. But, the other quirks... Sorry, I was eating some chicken. I dipped it in the sauce and I'm like, yes. Sweet and sour sauce. Best sauce. I'm not going to argue with anyone on that, so... Oh, well. Anyway, Izuku, like, he catches the ball of yarn, and All Might realizes that that's Nana Shimura's quirk, which... I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna just add 4 quirks that I think would work well with One for All. So, yes, I don't know what the other 4 quirks are. I know that fucking All Might scribbled out one of them, but... Oh, let's see. Someone's saying it's decay, and I'm like, be too cool, but too obvious. Maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, where was I going with this? So yeah, no, Izuku already has float, which he also has Black Whip, but he's not had the trigger for it. Like, once he wants to grab something, yes, like pretty much anything out of his reach of his tail, because he's pretty much used to using his tail for grabbing things too. So yeah, which I might have fun with the other 4 quirks, but they're not going to be relevant just yet. Which, let me see. I got it. I got my train back. Anyway, so Izuku, like, they introduce Eri, and when Izuku sees Eri, he, like, instantly just goes to Eri, like, flies towards her. Like, he even retracts his wings, but he's still flying, which he only just became aware of. He's just like, wait, I was flying without my wings. How did that go? Like, I'm gonna have to ask All Might about that. So now, he sees Eri, he goes to Eri. Eri runs up to Izuku, hugs him, just saying, kitty, because, yes, she'll always say kitty, until, like, she sees Izuku one time and calls him dad, but that's neither here nor there, at least not yet. So, patience, just patience. Anyway, Izuku, like, once he holds Eri up, everyone's just like, oh, she's so cute, you know, shit like that, and they're all like, and all the girls, once they see Izuku, like, smiling while holding Eri, they're just like, I want to have his kids. No lie, because they're just, like, so fatherly. What greater example do we need? Plus, our kids would have cat ears. The adorableness, the bragging rights. It has to be done. But no, Miriko's just gonna, like, fucking bicycle kick all of them if they even try. So, yes. Which, I'll say Miriko is, like, looking at all of them and she's just like, oh, fuck no. I'm gonna have to fight a lot of bitches. Izuku, you better fucking check these hoes. Ah, shit, that's terrible. But no, so that's a thing. Which, by the way, something that I want like one of y'all to comment on. What is one of the quirks that Izuku get from One for All? I'll give him 3. Y'all comment 1. The one with the most likes works. However, I exclude any elemental ones because he's already got water, lightning, and, well, other shit. So, does he really need more elementals? No. So, if you want to do, like, maybe a psychic quirk or a manipulation of a certain object, not element, but object, like control over technology, that work. Control over yeah, I guess plants would work, but vegetation is on the board. Or maybe he, like, one of them was a form of just controlling animals. We don't know. If y'all want that one, you can comment it, because yeah, sure, why not? Let's see. What would be another thing? Another fun one. Fuck. Sorry for the sudden pause. I had an idea of a different what if, so I had to pause it because it was an idea I had for the Joestar one, which I'm trying to, like, finish the next part, guys. I get you want it, but the next fight scene that I'm thinking for that one, it's taking me a while to get to it. Because if not, like, okay, right here, right now, on this video, I want you to comment. If I don't always get to, like, where, like, I stop it at the fight scenes, are you guys okay with that? Where, like, the videos, they'll be, like, maybe half the length, because it'll be the story progression and then the fight scene. Because sometimes I'll struggle with the fight scene, but I'll get the story on. Or sometimes it'd be the vice versa. I get the fight scene afterwards, but I'll stumble because I don't know where to get the story. So, sorry for the break. It's just, fuck. It's really hard to, like, get my thoughts in order, I guess. They're always erratic as shit, so. Anyway. Fuck, where was I going with this? No, so, yeah. Everyone sees Eri, and they're like, oh, she's so adorable. Like, it's like, so she's gonna be living here? Yes. And we get the chance to live here. Correct, that is possible. Sorry. Anime in the background, because, like I said, I'm gonna have to stop this video at another quote-unquote cliffhanger, but just bear with me, because, like I said, the fight scene is where I'm, like, struggling, because I want to make it good. So, yeah, this is gonna be fun. So, back to the story, to at least to the point where I can get it to. Anyway, so everyone's just like, and so Principal Nezu, you pretty much are saying we have the potential to move into the school right now. Nezu's just like, we are building more, yes, more buildings to accommodate all of our students, but right now, for this first year, it's going to be anyone who volunteers. That way we can get a good number. If this succeeds well, then next year we'll try and make it mandatory instead of just voluntary. Everyone's just like, Well, yeah, we're gonna talk to our parents right now. Because keep in mind, no attacks on UA so far, so good reputation. So the parents, they're like, interesting. Well, think about it. The first year parents, they're on the fence. Second years, they're just like, yeah, sure, why not? Third years, they're like, fuck it, yes, get them out of the house, or like even like before they even graduate. Yes, go learn what it's like to live without your parents. That was the energy they were on. So, yes. So yeah, all third years are getting a housing, which means the big three. Yes, this is another reason why, because I'm gonna bring in the big three because I'll still say, since Night Eye was still on someone who investigated the Yakuza, and now the Yakuza are after Izuku, they're gonna have to meet Mirio. And Mirio, like, yes, he's still under Night Eye's agency. Now it's just okay. So Cat Boy was chosen over my boy. We'll explain this all night, and well, yeah, they're about to, because it's time. Anyway, Izuku's going off with you know, his classmates, holding Eri. They're all introducing themselves. Eri picks out one person in particular, and the moment she sees him, she's just like, I want to pet him. And they're like, wait, why? He's just like, because he's a bird. Yes, it's Tokoyami, and Tokoyami's just like, I'm not a bird. And they're like, bird head. She's just like, he has a birdie head. Just like, he got a beak. Like, she wants to like pet, like touch him, and then Tokoyami's just like, this is weird. Why? Just like Dark Shadow manifests, and Aries just like, Shadow Birdie. Just like, being innocent as fuck, because, yes. Which, for a different what if, I'm gonna have to change on that one. Yes, that's a fun one, actually. Fuck. Focus on this one. Focus on this one. Anyway, Izuku, like, he pretty much lifts up Eri, and he's like looking at Tokoyami and go like, let her touch the beak. At least the beak. And Dark Shadow's just like, tiny human. She's really cute. And Eri's just like, can I touch this one too? Just like feeling Dark Shadow, and she's just like, whoa, it's so weird. And Dark Shadow's just like, I like this one. Just like having fun. Which Dark Shadow does lift up Eri higher than what Izuku could do, which I'm gonna watch that later, because Mondo Cool is also a good YouTuber that I watch. Anyway, yes, Tokoyami pretty much uses Dark Shadow to like toss Eri up in the air and play with her, which Dark Shadow's kind of doing his own thing, but it is something Tokoyami wanted to do, which Tokoyami's just like, I think I like this one. Like, Izuku's just like, right? She's like, it's almost instantly you love her, right? And Tokoyami's just like, yeah. It's like a little bowl of sunshine that Dark Shadow can actually touch. Which Dark Shadow actually does like tell Eri this. Like, he's saying normally he can't touch, like, he's not good with light, but he's really glad he can hold Eri. And Eri's just go like, why? He's just like, because you're a little ray of sunshine. It's like Dark Shadow just hugs Eri, and Eri's just like, she lets out a giggle, which Izuku's just like, she laughed. We're working on it. Like slowly the buildup of Eri coming out of her shell. So, yes. Which she comes down, and this is where, just for the sake of plot, and it's only because I thought it'd be really fucking funny. When Mirako comes, Eri yawns, and like she asks Mirako if like she can go to sleep, like in Deku, if she's okay to take a nap, because why not? Like, she did have her little traumatic episode, which caused her to use her quirk, which, yes, still stressful for the child. So, Yes. So Miracle, like, she takes Eri, and Eri, like, rests her head on Miracle's chest, and she's just like, so comfy. And then Tokiyami looks at Izuku and just like, how does it feel to be one up by a child? Which Izuku's just like, run. And Tokiyami's just like, Dark Shadow, Black Wing mode. You know, trying to use his wings to fly against Izuku, but Izuku could also fly. And here's the thing, One for All made him faster too with this flight, which Tokiyami's just like, this is gonna hurt. Dark Shadow, prepare yourself. And Dark Shadow's just like, I can't win. Which, yes. And Izuku, he just uses a tail whip pretty much to slam him into the ground, but not like knock him out or cause a crater, just enough to hit him on the head pretty much and send him flying down. Like, yeah. Which, Aries, like, she's asleep, so she don't see this. And also, she becomes a pretty heavy sleeper eventually, because she does have a nice pillow to rest her little head on. I said nothing. Anyway, back to the story. Izuku, he's having, like, how can I put it? He's noticing One for All, like, it's strange. It's like, because his quirk is like a mutation, One for All kinda is now always on, but not always on. Like, the stockpiling power, um, he doesn't really realize how much strength he has in his base. Like, right now, before, like, I forgot how strong I made him. Well, he's pretty much like a 3 times All Might strength, because, you know what? Just for fun, because his muscles did expand 3 times after the first quirk awakening, I'll say he does have access to One for All 100%, which All Might was surprised. He's just like, huh, just like me. Like, but I was quirkless, so, haha, I'm slightly special. But Shizuka's just like, dude, I have 4 cat quirks. I think I win. Which his tail's just like making a little ring. So yeah, that's fun. And now for a different setting. Because if you know what event is coming, the USJ. And what did Shigaraki say? He wants people to attack the USJ. Overall, not overall, overhaul. Fuck. F. Fuck. Anyway, overhaul, here's this. So he shows up at this meeting. The only difference is he shows up with everyone from the 8 precincts. Which, everyone was shocked. All the low-level thugs that are just like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are they here? Which, Shigaraki was pleasantly surprised. And then, like, overhaul, like, he knows that Shigaraki's not the true boss. So, what he says is just, like, I want to talk to the one, like, really ahead. Like, the one above you. So, this causes Overhaul to have his meeting with Shigaraki at the bar with Kurogiri. And All for One in the computer. Like, you know, talking. However, I will add one more person. And that is Stain. And Stain, he does kind of want to kill Overhaul right now for fucking up and killing innocent people. But, you know, Stain is on a different wavelength. He wants to kill the fake heroes. Fuck. I'm yawning too much. So, this is what's gonna happen. The USJ attack is divided into 2 separate attacks. One, where it's at the USJ, and that one will consist of some of Overhaul's goons with Overhaul, Shigaraki, and 2 Nomu. They're both modified Nomu, similar to the one that was meant to fight like All Might, except the other one, like, I'm gonna say this one has, instead of shock absorption, it has Rappa's rapid fire fists. Only difference is that it has 6 arms to do this, so this is gonna hurt. And rather than what is it? A fuck. What was it? What was it? I have no way of pronouncing this motherfucker's name. So yes, the vitality stealing quirk guy, the one that tried to perv on Nejire, the sinner. I'm fucking with y'all. Anyway, so yeah, he has that one and the rapid fire one because as he punches you, he steals your stamina. So why not? I feel like that'd be fun because All Might gonna have to fight both of them for right now because the other group is designed to attack the school, and this one is Stain and Chisaki working together begrudgingly, of course, because no, but they're pretty much there to kidnap Eri, a side one with one Nomu accompanying them, and this Nomu is pretty much the Forged Training Arc Nomu, the weapon one. Yeah, that one's the one that's with them. Instead of being loyal to Dabi, it's loyal to Chisaki, which it will come back to fight, like, to fuck him over, but oh well. Let's go. Actually, let's not go because I want to add more. I'm gonna add more. Just slightly before, because that will be part 3. The battle at USJ and UA. Side by side. And in case you're wondering, the one difference I'm making is that Izuku is not at the USJ and was with Eri. So he's fighting Stain, Overhaul, and this Nomu with only 2 teachers to help him. Which 2 teachers? Midnight, which of course Stain don't like because he does not approve of her methods of capturing people, which, yeah, and so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. No, it won't. And then who was another teacher? Ectoplasm. Yeah, him. I wanted him because he's the only one who's going to be able to do what I need him to do. So, yes. Anyway, those are the ones who are with Nezu, Eri, Izuku, Midnight, and Ectoplasm. And the only reason why Izuku was there was because he was talking to Nezu about his quirk and how, like, it seemed to got stronger, like, after the thing, and he wanted to get, like, Nezu's opinion, and Nezu tells him it could be a quirk awakening in a sense, my boy. It's very rare, but it is possible. Under trauma or intense emotions, out of a necessity for survival, the human body can adapt. Thus quirks were made, and now quirks, since they are an extension of us, they too can adapt. Hence the training of them so constantly and vigorously. But I think something happened within you, mentally, that causes this transformation of your quirk. I think there's more to it, though. You said your grandparents, their quirks are pretty much all as one with you, correct? Losing them must have triggered it something. Reflect back on what they taught you and what they mean to you, and what their lessons will have. Let me restart that one. Reflect back what they mean to you, the lessons they taught you, and what you've learned over the time. Do this, young Izuku, and I think you'll be fine. Which, boom, security system. Not going off because Kurogiri portaled them in, so yes. This is going to be fun. Back to the USJ, because, yes. And All Might is there. He is, just because it has to be. And, of course, instead of... I'm going to say there were two other pro heroes, because they're also taking more precaution about the Yakuza now after Izuku, so they're like, alright then, we're just going to have more people with us instead of just regular ones, you know? Like, so, who else was at the USJ? I will let you comment the two heroes, because, yeah. So, no fight scenes yet, because I haven't fully planned out the Izuku 3v1 fight that's inevitable, because it's Overhaul, my guy. He not letting anyone else get Overhaul but him, so they're gonna, like, Midnight and Ectoplasm and Nezu, they're in charge of escaping with Eri and making sure, like if need be, they die protecting Eri, because Izuku, like he literally is like, everyone has to die before they can touch Eri. Like, yes, this is Izuku's mindset, but he doesn't tell them, but yes. So yeah, I'm still trying to hash out that idea, which it's almost done. It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just the USJ fight. I like thought, okay, I want to add more heroes, because obviously the Yakuza being a threat now, targeting one of their students, you're gonna want to have some more security. I just don't know which two heroes. And like, I already planned out All Might fighting the two Nomu back to back, so what do I do with the other ones? I don't know. And if they get separated, do I cover the other kids' stories? I'll just do it briefly, I mean, but I don't know. So, comment, help me out here. Help me, like, not overthink this so I can work on other what ifs, which I will do, and I will get to. And I'm surprised because, yeah, 1,000.87K, so roughly like 130 more subscribers, and then I get to do my first Naruto what if from like 2K special, which fucking insane. Love you all. So grateful. Which, because I am a slight Yu-Gi-Oh nerd, before I hit 3K special after the 2K, I will have a 24K special, well, 2,400 subscriber special, because Red Eyes Black Dragon, which it will be pretty much Izuku having a Anime King, you are a god. Oh, I will watch later, my friend. Anyway, and that one will be a what if Deku had a half and half quirk, which, and that one, Deku's mom is Ryuk, and Deku's dad had shadow manipulation. So yes, I'm combining aspects of other what ifs, of the half and half one, the shadow manipulation one, him being a dragon, all into one. And his quirk is pretty much like the epiphany, almighty power of the Red Eyes Black Dragon, with some added shadow benefits. Which, yes. And then, of course, because I still like the Dark Magician. So 2,500 subscriber will be a different what if, and that one is going to be a Naruto what if. And that Naruto what if, besides the Naruto and Sasuke being two different mixed um from other people, which in other words, Minato is the bastard son of another Kage from a different village, and he inherited the Gekken Gekkai from that, and it is now passed on to Naruto. And Naruto, which I'm bullshitting on this one, the Uzumaki ones had a special bloodline jutsu besides the sealing ones and the chakra chains. And that is that they either had one of two double nature releases. Either they had a water and fire to have boil style, the vapor style, or they had a water and lightning style to have storm style. Since whirlpool, and I'm thinking boiling storm, like typhoons, whirlpools, hot seas, horrifying shit. So they had one of those two, and that is the Uzumaki thing. And yes, so this will end up causing Naruto to have other nature chakra affinities as well, which I'm gonna get into when I get to the 2K one. So the other Naruto special is a simple one, and that is, what if, and hear me out on this, Naruto was the son of the Raikage instead of the fourth Hokage, as a peace treaty between the leaf and the cloud. Like, they were just saying, okay, we want a marriage treaty of peace offering. Who volunteers? And, well, this causes, Kushina to like nominate herself. So she'll be marrying A, which Naruto will be the son of A, which y'all pretty much see where that's gonna go. Which he'll be traveling between both Cloud and Leaf on that one. So yes, that'd be my other what if. But that also means that the Hidden Leaf get Killer B to marry one of their Konoha females, and Killer B will pretty much be moving over there, which I don't know who I want to set Killer B up with in the Hidden Leaf, but yes, Killer B moves to the Hidden Leaf, and he will be marrying someone. The change I'm going to make is that Killer B will be Naruto's age. So it's not going to be the master 8 swordsman Killer B. It'll be the kid training to master 8 sword style, and who has a decent control over the 8 tails, but not perfect control. That would be the 2,500 subscriber special in tribute of the Dark Magician. Why? Not really the Dark Magician, just the attack power. And then Ryuk with the red eyes black dragon, because that was my favorite. Joey was one of my favorite characters because he made me laugh a lot. Just like the stupidity of Joey, or, well, yeah, something dubbed or shit on Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's neither here nor there. Anyway, the video is ending. I'm sorry, y'all have to, if y'all are expecting me to go back to the what if, but no, comment the 2 heroes that are there with 13, All Might, Eraserhead. And I will plan the story and the fight scene accordingly. And I will try to finish up the next step of what if Deku was the reincarnation of Stark. Because I'm like halfway in a like important scene with Izuku, but like I don't know where to take it else from there. So that's probably going to be my next upload is the reincarnation of Deku Stark. So look forward to it. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy.